Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Next Goal Wins. Unfortunately, Leicester have just been beaten 5-2 by Arsenal. The unbeaten run comes to an end then under Ranieri, and I'm not going to be too upset or too mardy because it's Arsenal. It's not some team that we should be expecting to beat season in, season out. Obviously we've had a brilliant start to the season, but any team who finishes high up in the top 10 has games at home where they lose or get thrashed. It's just what happens in football. So what happened in the game then? First 10 minutes, I think we sat too deep really. I think we were too deep first 10 minutes, and Arsenal were really pressurising us. And in this game I was going to say, Arsenal seem to have more runners than a marathon do. I mean, it was incredible the amount of runners from deep that they have. It really puts us on the back foot. Players come in from deep and just, you couldn't stop it. Obviously we had Kante and Mo, really is good at breaking up play, but even he couldn't do enough in this game. And like I said, first 10 minutes we were really sloppy, and Schlupp had a kind of a shot 10 minutes in and we started to get into the game, and then at 10 minutes Vardy hits the post and you're thinking, right, we really are in the game now. Vardy hit the post, the chances started coming, and then 12 minutes in, what a ball from Danny Drinkwater over the shoulder of Jamie Vardy down the left hand side. Brilliant ball from Drinkwater. Again, I think he had a good game. Brilliant ball to Vardy. Vardy takes it down and a lovely composed finesse finish past checking goal. This is two finishes now in 2 games that I think have been really top quality, including the one he scores later in this game. But it was a real top quality finish from Vardy, just slotting it Henry-esque past the goalkeeper, finessing it into the far corner. And we start really well again, 1-0. Everyone's thinking, get in, come on Arsenal, who cares, we're going to knock them over. Then 17 minutes in, the ball goes up front, and it's there, it's Vardy. Albrighton puts a lovely cross in. Vardy gets to it, heads it onto the bar. For me, he should be scoring. He got to the ball first, and then moments later, up the other end, counter-attack, Walcott gets it through and slots it past the oncoming Kasper Schmeichel, and it's 1-0 straight away, almost like Burnley last season. From heartache, I guess, to even more heartache. You're thinking, oh, bloody hell, Vardy. Oh, no, it's piled on the misery. And it was really poor, I think, from fullbacks. Like I said, all day, you can see from my ratings, I didn't think the fullbacks had a good game, or any of the defence. I mean, conceding 5 at home obviously is atrocious and abysmal, and we shouldn't be conceding that many goals. We've got real holes in our defence. Delat looked like they were outrunning them, but you can't take it away from Arsenal. They've got good players in good positions who can run at you and cause you massive problems, and this is what they had in this game. They had runners from deep who caused us massive problems. Yes, we had chances and we kept having chances. I mean, it wasn't like we were out of it when it got to 1-0. We still had a few chances, but Arsenal really came back into the game. Then they got their second. Ball played down the right hand side, Bellerin crossed it into Walcott, Sanchez is out on the far stick, unmarked. I don't know why he's unmarked, that's a problem, because there were only 2 Arsenal people in the bench and we've got 4 defenders. So where is he? Sanchez is unmarked for back post, easy tapping, wheels away to the corner, it's 2-1. And at this point, really, you're thinking, oh, we're going to have to come back again after such a bright start. Why is our defence so sloppy that we can see these chances? And I don't feel like we deserve to be going into the break down. I mean, we didn't have a terrible first half. Just before the interval, Wes Morgan, a crossing from Albrighton from a free kick. Morgan's inches away from getting a touch on it that would make the game 2-2 going into half time. He can't find any connection on it. We go in losing the game, and half time seemed to be longer than Arsene Wenger's coat. It seemed to go on for ages today just because we were losing again, and it was kind of more depressing in the fact that we took the lead. Usually if we go behind 2-0, like at Villa, it was, oh, we were outplayed and stuff, but we took the lead in this game and then we threw it away, and it's always harder to watch the team you support when you've got something to hold on to. It took quite a long time to get in. 57th minute though, Ozil plays a lovely through ball over the top. Sanchez rises ahead of an oncoming Schmeichel, nods it past him, 3-1, game's dead as a duck. It was a really beautiful ball by the German. Lovely dink over top, expertly weighted. Sanchez did really well to rise above it. After scoring your first Premier League goal of the season, the second was bound to follow straight after. And Arsenal played really nice football in the second half. I'm not going to take it away from them. Like I said, they're a top quality side. And Walcott looked so dangerous all day, running in behind. He seemed like Delat couldn't cope with him. It was amazing how many times the ball went forward and it was just Walcott there. And you thought, well, where's Delat? What is he doing? Where's Morgan? Where's anyone covering? And the amount of last-ditch diving tackles Hoof had to do or Morgan had to do really shows that the fullbacks defensively and maybe even the wingers need to do more for me. And Sanchez puts that one away in the second half. And then King has a chance a few minutes later, swipes at it on the edge of a box, lovely little knockdown, swipes at it, goes wide. Not good from King. He didn't make too much of an impact on the game when he came on, didn't change the game as a midfielder. I'd have put on Inler just for, I feel like he could score a goal more than King could score a goal. Not much happened then. Leicester were really trying to get back into the game, obviously at 3-1. But then we were really killed off. 80th minute, Alexis completes the hat-trick. Outside the box, he collects it past Kante. Kante's trying to win the ball back, takes it round Kante, and then smashes it. Morgan turns his back, which is always a sin at Sunday League level, so I don't know what he's doing in the Premier League doing that. But, you know, smashes it outside the box, curls beautifully into that near post, past Schmeichel. Nothing Schmeichel can do about it. 4-1. Game really is over, and Arsenal were well worth the 4-1 purely because of the second half performance, but they had a lot of chances. They had a lot of chances where every time Arsenal went forward they looked like they were going to score, and we did for the first half, but in the second half we really didn't, and Arsenal did look like they were going to score every single time they went forward. The amount of late blocks or clearances off the line we had, really it could have been more. I mean, obviously we conceded 5 in the end, but Arsenal are a good side, but it was a worry for me seeing these runners coming in. It was Sanchez pulling it back and there was someone there and no Leicester player within 5-6 yards of him. I'm not sure if that's because we were playing on the counter, and obviously we're going to be susceptible to that on the break because we play on the break, but still I think it's something Ranieri's got to look at if we want to stop conceding these goals, because, you know, obviously we can't keep a clean sheet at the moment, and games like this will happen where we're not going to come back every game, and like I said, I'm not going to get 2 down because it's Arsenal, and you can't expect to beat Arsenal at home as a normal team. And let's be honest, a team at the start of the season who just wanted to stay up. So just because of the start we've had, we're still up there at 6th in the table. You can see at the bottom. We still scored the most goals in the league. We might have conceded a lot of goals in the league, but we still scored the most goals in the league. And, you know, it's not all doom and gloom. And a few minutes later, Vardy gets his second of the game. That's why it's not all doom and gloom. Vardy's what now? Top goal scorer in the Premier League, I believe. He's top goal scorer in the Premier League with 6 goals. And it was really, really great finish from Vardy, the second one again. Kramaric had a chance about 4 yards out. Lovely cross in. Couldn't finish it. I'm not sure how. People say it's a good save by Czech, but Kramaric has got to finish that for me. Then eventually ball comes to Vardy a few yards out. Curls it beautifully into the corner again. And almost a timid celebration from him because they knew it was over. And then we tried to push again for another one, and Giroud got one really late. Cross from the left hand side came in. It's behind Sanchez, but Giroud whipped his left foot round it, and 5-2 the game finishes. And it was one of those displays where you look at it at the end of the day and you think, oh, we shouldn't have lost 5-2, but at the same time I can see why we lost 5-2. It was one of them. I've had it hard to explain that, but it was almost as if it was inevitable we were going to lose 5-2 just because of the amount of chances they had and how open the game was. But in the same way, we didn't justify them scoring 5 and us only scoring 2. It should have been kind of a 5-4, 5-3 type game, or even 4-3, you know, I mean, 1-2 goals in it. I think that last 5th goal was a bit kind on Arsenal, really. Not to say they didn't have enough chances in the game. And there were a few people I thought were really poor today for Leicester. I mean, Okazaki again was poor, and we have to talk about that as a real problem now because Okazaki isn't finding the form. Yes, obviously he's dangerous running people down, but he just hasn't got any kind of impact on the game anymore. He doesn't seem to influence the game. He doesn't seem to make any kind of decisive mark on the game once it's all said and done. The man we really have to talk about, Riyad Mahrez, went absolutely missing in this game. It was his worst performance by far this season. He was bad against Bournemouth, but he was worse in this game. Everything he tried failed. He was giving the ball away in stupid positions, holding on to the ball far too long when he should have been releasing it. And it was one of those Mahrez displays that hopefully next week it'll all be out of his system and it'll be brilliant again. He's so open to being rubbish, completely rubbish. He goes from brilliant to useless. When he's good, he's amazing. When he's bad, he's terrible. You get players like that who are like it, and he really is awful when he's bad. That's not me being harsh on Riyad. Everyone who watches this channel knows I love Riyad Mahrez as a footballer, and I'm his biggest advocate, but when he's bad, he's terrible, and he was awful today. He couldn't do anything right. His set pieces kept hitting the first man. He kept giving the ball away, like I said, in dangerous positions, holding on to it for far too long. A chance in the first half where it came to him and he tried to take a touch when all he had to do was smash it at the goal. And it was really poor today. maybe it was fatigue or whatever, but I can't give it as an excuse. I just think it was a really poor display by him, and it was summed up at the end with his 2 corners he had, which couldn't beat the first man. And you know, Riyad has got to start being more consistent, really, if he wants to be the player everyone is talking about him in the media and outside of Leicester. Because it's days like this where people will see him playing against Arsenal will realise that, well, you know, you can stop him if you're a good side like Arsenal are. And Riyad has to play in the middle for me, because out wide he's just getting left out, and when he does get the ball he has to beat the one man. Today he's against fast fullbacks, which I don't think helps him, because he's used to being faster than them and getting away, but Bellerin can chase him down and Monreal can chase him down, so he didn't have that kind of freedom to just burst forward and deliver a good ball or find a finish. But saying that, his overall game was poor, not just because he was closed down, he was poor as well. Like I said, the back four looked really susceptible all day, trying to play a high line or something. Walcott looked like he could get in behind every time the ball went into their opposition half, but with Sanchez and Walcott running at you at pace, it is difficult. Arsenal will be a top 4 team like they always are every season, again, at least challenging for it this season. So, like I said, no one should be downhearted by this defeat. We still scored 2 goals. We're still the position we are in. We're still on 12 points. Yes, obviously, there's teams are kind of bunching up now around us on 9 and 11 and 10 points. People like Norwich and Bournemouth are getting a few more points. But still at the bottom, if not Newcastle lose tonight, they will know by the time this video is up, then there could be 2 teams on 2 points and we're still 10 points clear of them, and we're 8 points clear of Villa. And that's hard to get back, and if we keep doing what we're doing the right stuff, it's against Arsenal, a real top quality team, then you know, things will get better. We've just got to knuckle down next week for Norwich, which is a game where we can win and show what we're made of again. It still shows character, the fact that we at least scored 2 goals. Obviously, at the end, that 5th goal was kind of, in American football they call it garbage time goal. It didn't really matter. The game was over, so you can't really count that. Obviously, it counts on the score sheet, but you can't count it as anything to do with our display. As a team, it was just, they were breaking and they had more men than us. It was just complete overload. But, you know, keep your heads up. We're Leicester City. We're still on 12 points. We're still 6th in the league. Yesterday's results gone against us, but if someone had said to you at the start of the season, we'll be in this position after Ranieri's first games, you would have bitten anyone's hand off for it. And to say the only game we've lost this season is against Arsenal is no mean feat. Obviously the scoreline looks poor on us, but you know, I think the scoreline doesn't really reflect the way both teams played today. My man of the match has got to be Sanchez, obviously for Arsenal, because he was wonderful in his goals today, and his actual play getting down the line was really good. I thought Walcott had an excellent game up front. He's starting to justify his decision in Wenger to put him as a front man, a lone front man, because he looked really dangerous today. I said in my preview I would play Walcott if I was Wenger, just because of the pace is going to be more of an issue to us than Giroud's height, and it proved that way. But like I said, Leicester City, we're still on 12 points. It's not the end of the world. Yesterday's losses are poor, but I'm not going to moan about it. I'm not going to slate players too much. I've slated the players who I feel deserve slating. And anyway, leave down below the comments you want to know anything about the game, or any comment you have from watching the game. Please like the video, even though City lost. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe.